Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're checking out some amazing updates that have been made to Figma overnight, which I was never expecting. There's also a new feature that will add so much new functionality as well as capabilities to the already existing powerful Figma editor or the Figma console. Apart from that, in today's video, I'll be showcasing you some really cool resources that you can use with this new features specifically. So without further ado, let's get started. All right, so first of all, right next to this text option on the top left, you'll have something called resources. And this is a really cool icon because it represents three amazing categories. Number one is your components. So if you have a design system built, or even if you have a component library built inside Figma, you can just drag and drop certain components into your projects, which I think is really useful, especially if you're working in teams, if you have a design system of your company, etc. The next one is going to change the way you use as well as install new plugins. So right here, you will get a recents plugin panel, and under that you'll find all the ones that you've used right now, and you can run them from here. Apart from that, you can even change it from recents to installed, so you can see all your installed plugin in this nice little carousel or manner. You can even search for whichever ones you like, and you can run them from here. Apart from that, you can even uninstall the ones that you don't want. So if you have way too many plugins, it'll create clutter, so the best thing is to just uninstall it from here. Apart from that, now instead of having to go inside the community, you can just search for community plugins from right here. So going to the community is now a old thing. The new thing will be to just search for a plugin. For example, I can search for icons, and apart from the recent ones, I will also get installed as well as from the Figma community. So I'll get all the different options. Right here you have ant icons, and I can quickly just run it without having to install it. Now this is really helpful because earlier you had to install a plugin, then run it. Right here you can just run it directly from here. Now let's get to the fun part. Widgets are finally here in Figma. Earlier they were in FigJam, and if you haven't used FigJam, you won't know what widgets are. They're basically little components that are placed on your screen which perform a certain task or have a certain function. For example, there is a weather widget in FigJam. So you can literally see today's weather in FigJam. Now you can have that same widget here in Figma. Now if I go to widgets, I will see some of the recent ones again, and the ones that maybe if I'm developing one, I'll see it here as well. Now from here, you'll be able to see a bunch of widgets that are available as of today. All the widgets available in FigJam are not available here in Figma. However, a lot of developers have said that they're working on making their FigJam plugins available on Figma as well. So I'm really hoping that happens quick. Now, before I show you my favorite widgets that you can get today on Figma, there's another feature which is called docked to side. And right here, it will dock to the side. So you'll have your plugins, your components, and your widgets in one place, docked to the side. So wherever you're scrolling in your project, you're creating whatever you're creating in the background is happening in the background. And this will just dock itself on the left like this. I think this is really useful. So if you're doing something new here, it keeps on sticking there. Now, if you're finding it a little cluttered here, you can even move it and drag it anywhere else. The moment you want to pin it back, you just drag it back here and it automatically pins to the left. I think that is a nice little touch. Now let's move on to the most useful and the best widgets you can get right now. You can go and download them. It's very easy. You can either get in from the community or you can just directly open this widgets panel and search for it. So the first one is a series by Jordan called Lil Weather, Lil Stocks, Lil Calculator. He has a bunch of plugins on FigJam which are now teleported onto Figma as well. If I search for Lil, L-I-L, you'll get a bunch of widgets named Lil. My favorite one out of this is of course Lil To Do because it's directly related to designers. You just drag this onto your canvas right here and you have a little widget just popping here. And you can quickly just add to-dos right here. So I can add buy eggs, and that will be a little to-do, or you could actually put design tasks here, and I think that'll be useful. Apart from that, he also has little news, little weather, little notes, so create notes, as well as a little chat. So if you want to chat with the team, maybe you don't want to use the chat feature that Figma already provides. I'm sick won't come in today. So that your team knows you're sick, whatever, they'll get your profile icon, they'll get your name, when I posted this, as well as the message. So that's a nice little plugin or widget that is available right here. Now, apart from the Lil series, another one that I'm really liking is the import PDF into Figma. Now, PDF is used everywhere. So for Figma to import it, that's a huge thing. So you can just click on start importing right here. You can select a PDF file. I'm just gonna pick this one PDF, which I have, hacking Figma carousel that I created, and I can select pages or all pages. And what it does, it just quickly imports this PDF and converts them into a graphical images on Figma so that you can edit them and play with them. All right, so the next widget we're going to check out is calendar. So calendar is a really nice, playful calendar. Now here you can even change something. So you can increase or decrease the cell size. So it has a variation of different cell sizes you can choose from. You can even change the color of this. So either a light background or a dark background. I think that is really nice. Apart from that, you can change between a week view and a month view. So you're quickly just changing between those two. Apart from that, you can even choose a time range now. To change, you can quickly just click on these numbers on top or the bottom, and it will change to whatever time you have. So you can change when your day starts, when it ends. That's a nice touch also. I wish the functionality was a little more and I could add, custom widgets inside widgets, like have little tablets like you see in Google Calendar. Have it right here. Otherwise, apart from that, I think this is a cool tool. You can just add text here, add images, add rectangles, whatever you want. Now, avatars is a little widget that will allow you to create avatar images on the fly. So for example, you have this little avatar, you can quickly randomize it. As you can see, there's this random button on top, randomizing the avatars. You can create custom by clicking on this little one right here, and then you can just quickly change, and you can then generate avatar based on that. And that is really cool. You can even increase the size of this by clicking on this, or decrease the size of this by clicking on this little icon right here. Now, another one right here is voice note. So if you want to say something to your colleagues, to your design team, to whatever, you can click on this little record button and you can say, and then you just say, start recording. Hey, how you doing? And you stop recording. And as you can see, you can title this right here. So my worst Joey impression, and you can even create shrunken pods or like these complete pods right here. You can play it and you can play that. How you doing? Now, oftentimes if you're presenting your design to somebody or you are showing it to a new designer, you get lost. So Navigate is a widget which helps you navigate through your project. So if you drag this out, what it allows you to do is, first of all, it asks you to actually do something with it. You can create arrows, you can create titles, so you can add instructions on what to do with the project. You can even create current location. So anytime you want to maybe navigate to a certain location, navigate to a certain area, you click on this arrow, it will navigate to that area. So I think that's really cool to attach a little button to wherever you want to be next. Now, we often get bored while designing. We want a little pet. Well, there are no dogs, which I wish there were. There are cats. Just search for cat, and you'll get cat by My Ho. And anytime I click on Yong, the name of the cat, it will create this new, it will have this little animation, it'll jump to another part of the screen and it will create a new expression. So you'll have a little meow at the bottom and it's just a fun little... Alright guys, those were my favorite. Let me know if you have any of your favorite widgets in the comments, and hoping to see more new widgets, cool new widgets appear in Figma soon. Say bye-bye to Yong and I will see you next time, same place, same time. Till next time, take care. God bless.